playing Winter Wyvern, played it in the previous game, like landed some sick curses. I think it's gonna come down to him whether he can make this hero work. And also Merlin, aka Merlini, as we like to call him. Let's see if he can be the one like making some really nice plays with this Spirit Breaker. Both teams inside the enemy triangle. Seems like they're not gonna find anything.
And nobody finding anything smoked up. Still not gonna get that 6 that 6 hero death pre-horned again. We got it once today.
30 seconds to battle.
So we'll see how it goes, see what happens, because I feel like Supreme, if he has a good lane as well, he can kind of go off again, because he had a great time on this Void Spirit.
Yeah, in the lane, not as much. Was like 10 CS below Pango in the previous game. Now playing into puck matchup, which is not gonna be the easiest one. Like, still, you have to be careful about Batrider rotations. As soon as puck gets that coil, there's the fight.
All right, they're going to try and go. They're going to try and make a fight happen. Respect's already getting a little bit low. He's going to be down for first blood, giving it over to the puck. Jibbe gets up onto the high ground, but he's still not away just yet. Merlin finds Ponlo. Maybe they could get the damage out, but they've got the dual breath, and I think Jibbe's going to be dead here too. Yeah. So 2 kills for Alliance to start this one off.
A great start for them. They like needed some extra damage. Their level 1 is not as strong. What do you have? You have like Blast, Spirit Breaker, starting with Greater Bash. That's really not the ability that provides with much compared to like Wild Axes, Dual Breath, Flame Break, Double Blood Grenade that they used.
5 hero Reflection.
Yeah. These are some strong level 1 heroes on Alliance. And
Jibbe?
let's see. Jibbe. No Arctic Burn.
Yeah, he might just be low and or dead
fine,
again. He's got 7
no
launch
blood
charges.
grenade.
Ooh, first
They're
hit bash.
bringing in extra regen on the courier. I assume the blood grenades are not available now. Let's see if they bought it. Yeah, Merlin bought one, so it wasn't available to be brought to this bottom lane, which would make the difference. Secure them another kill on Wyvern.
And that blood grenade could be the difference maker. Now you're kind of fighting from behind, though, on this end of the breach lineup over bottom, right? Like, how are you going to make Charlie uncomfortable here?
These two heroes don't really do much. Like, Spirit Breaker, his right-click damage is pretty meh.
Yeah.
Like, you get close to Terrorblade, you'll get Reflection immediately.
Jibbe. Getting run down again. Well. Couple bashes.
Okay, B-Cop?
I'm looking at bashes. 17% is 100%.
Yeah, I see heroes being full HP, except the top lane. Nanda is dropping relatively low.
Yeah, I mean,
We've
this
seen
is to be
different
expected, right?
Yeah, on Windranger, position 1, where you're like, I'll put in some, maybe 1 point in power shot, max out my Windrun, lower the cooldown, and prolong the duration on it.
Is getting run down again. An Arctic Burn, a turnaround. He needs a bash. Needs a bash. Can't find it. 17% is 0%. What did I say? 100%? I meant 0%.
If he gets the bash there, maybe they could get another hit, maybe get the return kill, but not happening. Already 1k gold lead for Alliance. This bottom lane looking really solid. Charlie 14-6 on Terrorblade on top of CS. Hansken level 3 Jakiro before 3-minute mark. Like, they're gonna suffer. Spirit Breaker just hit level 2. 2 points in Dual Breath, you hit that, plus Liquid Fire Reflection. Heroes are gonna be half HP.
There's the Dual Breath, and then there's the Reflection. Charge in. But I mean, you don't really have much help here from Jibbe at the moment. He's got Arctic Burn, but he doesn't want to use it, especially when he's sitting that far back in the lane. Top lane, S4 getting a little bit low. We saw him die a couple times in this lane before. These Nether Blasts, will they be enough? On a 1-1-1, so Shackle Shot on cooldown at the moment. He does back up to pick up a Lotus Petal. Wind Run? Nothing doing. Nande doesn't exactly have a lot of damage in this lane, right? You're giving up free 20 gold on that Nether Ward. Flame Break over. Trees are going to be cleared up. Nothing to shackle to at the moment. As Pano not really devastated by the right clicks coming in from Nande.
It's a lot of spam, but they cut all the trees, as you said. Beastmaster doing one hell of a job. Some of these heroes, like Treant, Hoodwink, are not as popular because the trees are looking kind of rough in this patch for these two heroes to play it. Not enough trees to latch onto them, and they utilize the trees. Nande does have Magic Wand and Healing Lotus, so he's going to be fine. There's going to be another Axis Throne from S4. Nande's still fine.
You say fine, but he's got no regen.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't die. Maybe in this situation would be better if he dies. He's bringing another Healing Cell, Bracer, and a Belt. So his courier didn't go out immediately, was waiting for the items. Panlo will get the kill on the courier.
Yeah, they should be able to kill off Respect, right? They've got axes in a second. He runs the other way, he pops a south. But this is just keeping Nande away from the lane. Flame Break hits, and now Respect's in trouble. Nether Blast again. They've got the charge coming out of the S4. There's the Nether Ward. Shackle connects. Power shot in. S4 should be
charge coming up from
here.
The base.
This is taking a while. I feel like Nande's staying forward to keep his life low, to bait him in. As Jibe ends up dying to Charlie, though. Is this going to be worth it?
Kill here.
Maybe if they'll get the charge. Nice that lands. Ponlo, one shot till dead. Power shot doesn't land. S4 jukes it. They've got the shackle that connects to the tree in the back. And this will be a double kill for Nande, something they desperately need considering the bottom lane's going so well for Alliance.
Yeah, we've been watching this top lane for the last minute and a half or so. Didn't see too much action happening in the other lanes because constant pressure, they pushed out the lane. With this double kill, they're going to be able to, like, maybe come back, but the bottom lane's looking really rough. Jibe straight up not having a good time.
He's going to be 0-3 in a second. I don't know if this charge is going to come in time. Got Splinter Blast in a moment, but...
It's coming.
There's the dual breath. Charge. Does charge just put Merlin in a bad spot? Jibe still dies.
Structures are fortified.
Level 2 Spirit Breaker. They can't afford to not pick up their Wisdom Rune.
Glenn. Dream Coil. He might still die. Nether Blast. No. Surviving. Double Astral Step available. Blood Grenade. Now juking. Gets the courier. Gets the kill. Ooh. Supreme. That's pretty fancy.
Raindrop kept him alive long enough. This blast would have finished him off, but still dies in the end. Deep Observer Ward behind enemy lines. Gonna scout out Merlin and Charlie. We'll start killing your tier 1 tower. There's also a catapult wave.
Jibe's dead again, I think, unless he gets to the high ground. Trying. Charge. Can he do anything with this? Splinter Blast. Charlie, he doesn't have meta, but he does have 9 charges on that wand.
He also does have 13 armor, so...
Yeah.
If you don't bash him, you deal 0 damage. Let's see. Oh, no. Oh, no. Respect managed to steal enemy Wisdom Rune. That's their way to come back into the game.
That's pretty big, yeah.
That's massive.
Because Hanskin was level 3 at 3 minutes, and now he's just level 4 at 7 minutes. Things have kind of slowed down for him. But double Wisdom Rune means your supports are going to get a little bit more out of this. Actually, Jibe is going to get more out of this. Shackle connects, Astral Step. And S4, another Astral Step with the Aether Remnant. He ends up dead to Respect.
Ooh, some of these earlier rotations from Supreme, we've seen it before. That Alliance was off to such a great start. 2k gold lead, now down to 1k. And it seems like with these 2 Wisdom Runes they picked up, they managed to stabilize the laning stage. They were bleeding out a lot, but now things are pretty even. Also, first coil usage didn't result in a kill against Void Spirit. Merlin. He is fighting.
Glenn has Dream Coil.
He's thinking about it. Let's see if he can pick up the rune.
Charge.
Shield rune top.
Shield rune picked up by Respect. They go after Hanskin. Supreme has 1 Astral Step, so he's not going to make that jump. Thinking about maybe going to the Dream Coil and back up to a 2k lead because they have let this tier 1 bottom just drop. Jibe can't do anything but sack and farm some experience from far behind. It's leaving Nande, though. He's level 6. And he get into this Maelstrom quickly enough. He's only 32 and 8. And his net worth is 1,300 behind the Terrorblade, who's having just a perfect time at the moment.
can't kill Beastmaster alone with Focus Fire. There is Vanguard available, so S4 is really tanky. They need this magical damage from both Void Spirit and Pangna. Used the smoke, but couldn't find anything. Nice read there from S4. Now gonna be farming this gigantic stack that they made for him.
Yeah, surprised at the lack of aggression and aggressive wards from Into the Breach, because I want to say stacks are the name of the game. We're not really seeing them trying to contest this at all.
Yeah, one sentry could do the trick on this big camp. Ancients, in terms of heroes that can farm it, they don't really have them. Beastmaster, sure, it takes slightly more time, but if you manage to like block one of these two camps, it's gonna be super good.
Finally, Jibei has that level 6, but he needs to get back into the game. I don't know how that happens for a Winter Wyvern like this with quite literally no gold.
We've seen same situation when Zai was playing this Wyvern. 0-5 and 0 or 0-5-1, still managed to win the game.
And Shackle doesn't connect, but Ponlo's still gonna die here. Merlin going off to the side, Dual Breath lands, so he'll burn up. Blood Grenade on Chuan. He still has the Dream Coil if he wants to drop it down. Illusory Orb, he jaunts over to it, now uses the Dream Coil, but the Aether Remnant lands. They've got some control. It's on to Supreme, and the silence, but the Resonant Pulse, it's going to keep Supreme alive. They get the kill to Chuan, they'll look over at Hanskin. Now Nande's coming through. The Shackle doesn't connect to anything, but the Splinter Blast, the damage, the Winter's Curse, that'll set him up as the Life Drain comes in, and Hanskin falls to Nande.
They brought 5 heroes to this mid lane. Supreme way too tanky. He was level 7. This is Universal Hero we're talking about. Power Treads pops the magic wand with Resonant Pulse, immune to physical damage, and also some extra stats coming up from that pick ball, which also means extra damage. Look at his damage. He has 250 damage with that DD.
Balanced.
No
Bat
coil.
Rider
They can
might
still
just try
take
to
the
kill.
fight.
Respect here. Astro Step away. Ice Path doesn't land. Flame Break doesn't bring Nande down to the low ground. They've got Splinter Blast, but they don't have a curse. They use that to control Hanskin, and maybe they would have liked it a little bit more there. Merlin not even level 6 yet. But they're going to get to S4. They've got the charge. They need the Shackle. They're not going to get the Shackle before he's at the tree. Okay. That kind of turned a little bit. Axes, Nether Blast, Decrepify, Merlin trying to TP out, but they'll drop the Dream Coil with the Ice Path.
Merlin's fine with that trade, especially because they popped the Dream Coil. That's 4. Finally gets the token for himself. It's going to be Tumbler's Toy.
Where's Nande in terms of this Maelstrom? He's about to get it.
Yeah, when you play Carry Wind Ranger, different build than when you play it from the mid lane, because from the mid lane you can afford to get this Road of Aethos, but as a carry, you want to farm up as soon as possible, so you want to go for that Maelstrom immediately.
Now, Seeds of Serenity are down. They're not chasing. Well, they did get the bottle refill on that haste. The charge ends up connecting, and he's going to illusory jaunt away. Can they get anything from this, though? They'll chase this Jakiro. And Dual Breath, as well as the Life Drain, Ice Path, but Supreme's with him, and he's going to stick with him and get the kill.
Supreme plays so aggressive. Every single time there's coil down.
Charge.
Gonna dodge it, but...
Oh, bash!
Oh, gets
Aether Remnant! Oh, no! I just want to say, by the way, this Jakiro's still not level 6 after that start.
Yeah, he was what, like level 3?
At
3
3
minutes into the game? 3 minutes. And now they lost another tower. Into the breach. They're back. They're fully back into this game. The good thing for Alliance is Charlie's also having a blast of a game. He's involved in 5 out of like 8 kills. These were relatively early laning stage kills, but on top of the net worth, found Spark of Courage for himself, continues to farm up. He is their win condition. Beastmaster, again, going for Ags after finishing off that Vanguard. Gonna be some extra damage, extra tankiness as well for him. Chuan needs to be careful. Like, I want to see them play with Chuan slightly more, because he's the target. This is level 1 phase shift. You misuse it, it's on an 8-second cooldown. There could be a charge coming out from Merlin. And Merlin's getting the gold. Like, most farm hero, like, in terms of the supports, out of all 4. will get Shadow Blade as his next item, and Supreme, same item build as we see on Void Spirit pretty much every game. Echo Saber into Manta style, have that Dispel mechanic.
Innovative.
Someone innovated that, and others started to copy it.
And it has always been the same, but it's not even just him, it's all Universal heroes that seem to go that way. And they're in a core role. Roar, Coil, Macro Pyre, and the Lasso. Man, do they have a target, and it was on Supreme. Oh my god. I get showing up early for the new release, but Jesus.
That's 5 ultis if you count Meta as ulti on Terrorblade to get the kill there. Roar, Coil, Lasso, Jakiro's Macro Pyre, and and TB Meta just to secure that kill. Can't really blame them. He has been very elusive.
Just like
Immune
that,
to
he's
magic
back alive.
damage pretty much. You get Resonant Pulse and multiple heroes. Pavis from Pugna. You use the Cripify.
Tower is under attack.
I wouldn't be shocked if they just smoke and go now, right? Like, you know they have nothing. Oh, Hanskin. Oh, surviving? Is he? No. All right, Charge is going to come through. Aether Remnant, they have the control. And the kill will go to Supreme. Just like that, he's back at it with the white Vans.
I could see Into the Breach maybe trying to sneak Roshan while it's on Dire's side. If they can push this wave with Focus Fire Maelstrom, you have enough damage. Like it's a slower Rosh. Other heroes don't really do as much. But I could see them try to steal it because Alliance definitely wants to take it in the next couple of minutes. This is Beastmaster. As soon as he finishes off his Ags, Terrorblade with next meta in the 60 seconds, Jakiro's damage, Puck. I could see Alliance grouping up and trying to force a fight there.
Charlie.
That's a huge kill.
They've got the control. Can they get him before he sunders? No. He's able to sunder Winter's Curse, and they've run out of damage, so they need to run because they're going to lose at least respect. Another strike. Still going for it. Still trying to get this kill, but the Primal Roar, Merlin dies. Now the Dream Coil's down. They go to the Macro Pyre. They've got the Lasso. Can they get the kill to Supreme? The Power Shot is out, and Nande, he's low, but Chuan and Panglo are dead. Back into the Macro Pyre. Nande's going to drop here to Hanskin.
They went in so deep on Terrorblade, who's holding Spark of Courage. Look at his armor. That's 24 armor when he's below 50% HP. So physical damage is not going to hurt him. Had some extra tower protection from that tier 1. But Chuan needs to be so much more careful. Some of his entries in the previous game and in this one, he's going madman mode. Rest of the team not around him, so if he misuses one of his abilities, gets charged, gets shackled, he's gonna drop. But still a good trade for Alliance. Not losing their carry and killing Nande.
Yeah, and because Nande's getting quick into the Gleipnir. That control is going to be problematic for the side of Alliance.
Into the Breach should not be looking into like straight up 5-on-5 because Alliance has a better team fight for now.
Right.
Their pick-off game is much stronger. Use this Focus Fire, Spirit Breaker Charge. Supreme is having a blast of a game. Use him, especially because he's holding onto Arcane Rune right now.
Let's see what they could do. Merlin, he wants that Shadow Blade pretty badly.
Thing is, you can't really farm with Spirit Breaker.
It's kind of tough.
Keep fighting. Yeah, I mean, you can charge it, but then you don't have it for 15 seconds.
And there's the right-click damage. Oh, Nether Strike now, and the Shackle connecting.
Onto
That's
the
two.
boar. Oh,
Whoa,
these are some,
mop.
like, freebies for Into the Breach.
Nande getting
Supreme's
more
still
money.
chasing. That's a huge one. He's gonna have another one. Ooh, doesn't connect. I was thinking about Astral Step, but if that Remnant connects, Nande was very close. With Windrun, Road of Atos, that's not gonna be a setup for his Shackle as well. Hawk, we'll scout him out.
Oh, that's a far-range roar, but the charge, the Resonant Pulse again. Now the Winter's Curse. Oh, no, 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 no. Chuan is gone. And that roar was used. You're swarming, but you ain't swarming enough. Can't swam through this slog. They've got the life drain. They'll come in with the lasso. It's on a Nande. Oh, Nande. He's in trouble. The Ice Path lands on 2. They get the kill on S4. They end up losing Merlin and Nande, but do they have the damage to follow this up on anybody? Oh, respect.
White training
Getting
boar.
the boar. Right clicks. Aether Remnant. Uh-oh. Supreme's not got a lot of life left. You see Jibe kind of getting involved here, getting gold under his belt where he really wants this Axe.
Like, again, Chuen dying, losing Beastmaster as well, but Nande dying in the process. A lot of, like, these were 2 kills where Nande died, but Beastmaster, yes. As soon as he picks up that Aghanim Scepter, these damage numbers are gonna be high. Survives long enough, and now going into pipe, so I'm gonna mitigate most of the magic damage from Pagna, from this Wyvern.
Astral Step.
Void Spirit. Uh-oh. On low again.
He's down low on that net worth chart.
Not a place to be. That's very aggressive. He did set up vision for his own team. That's gonna scout him out. So in terms of vision, very good. Let's see if Into the Breach will be able to devord some of those observer wards placed.
What?
Oh, what's going on?
There's a bounty by this sentry ward. It was very odd. Just up on the cliff.
Ooh, Spirit Breaker charged mid. They wanted to go for the kill with this Shadow Blade reveal, but he also connects onto creeps. So Chuen knows something is up.
Double damage. Jibe, who's got this Ags now. They pick it up. They're going to go for the Tormentor, and that will give a shard over to either the Bat Rider or the Jakiro, and Jakiro might die. Oh, God. Oh,
They have to stop attacking. And for his effort, because he almost died, receives that shard.
75 health he had left. We saw it the other day. Who was it? It was in NA Dota, wasn't it?
Yeah, a Wind Ranger got solo killed.
Yeah,
Charge
that was,
again, dodged by Chuen.
That was rough when that happened.
Charlie's still massive.
Yeah.
Scotty, Yasha, Dragonlance.
Hasn't died in this series
Extremely
yet.
difficult to kill. Yeah, didn't die a single time. Didn't die a single time in this series, even though they lost the previous game.
Yeah. We'll see if they're able to get him. They almost got him the first time, but like you said, with a Spark of Courage, which he's no longer holding. He had a lot of armor, but now he's just got casual 32 armor. Smokes. On smokes. Boar. Vision down. You're gonna go all the way out and around.
All wrap around. Manta style available on Supreme. They want to backstab. Who are they gonna find? Smoke still up and running for another good 15 seconds. They can't really take out Roche that immediately. Another smoke. Let's go. They want to find some of these earlier, easier targets.
Who do they go for first? Nande over to the side. He's in the trees, kind of hoping to survive here and in a good position around the trees.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Into the breach, they've played a lot of these Roche fights pretty well, despite the fact that they didn't really get the Aegis in the last game. Astro Step in. Get that Aether Remnant down early, and they're going to go behind them. They've got the Bat Rider that take out Ponlo. He's all by himself. They were able to cut off the fight. Now they go to the drums. They're going to chase. S4, he's got Primal Roar, but he's hit by the Nether Strike. Now they've got the Shackle to connect. The Life Drain coming in on the backlines. They go to the Dream Core. That's going to be out of Supreme as well as Jibe. Jibe gets the Winter's Curse down, but ends up dying. Not a lot of damage being done here to Charlie inside the Winter's Curse, but they've got the Shackle coming out. Can they get the kill? The Primal Roar is going to be used here on this Spirit Breaker. Gets the Sunder off. They get the kill on Merlin. They'll end up losing 2. Nande on the run now. And it doesn't look like Supreme's going to have the damage. There's already the Sunder. Shackle shot. Avoiding the Illusory Orb. Goes into the Wind Run. TPs, but with the Wild Axes. Nande's going to fall. Hanskin dies to Supreme. And then Supreme falls to Charlie.
Yeah, they needed this curse to hit a different target because he used it on Terrorblade himself, and Terrorblade's not gonna die. Sitting on 30 armor, which is over 60% physical, and this Roshan now belongs to Alliance. Good fight. Witchblade causing problems for Windranger. Doesn't have way of dispelling it. It's a true strike, so it goes through Windrun, sets things up, the extra slow, and then Chuen can follow it up. It was 4 versus 5 fight, and we're gonna see that again. Because the Ponlo, he was in no man's land. Rest of the team a bit more to the west.
I was surprised, and then you're gonna see the Winter's Curse here. which
It was on Terrorblade. I think you need to land it there on Beastmaster, take him out so he doesn't get the single spell off, and then you can play off with that.
Yeah.
Like, they even landed their stuns nicely, but he's super tanky. He got those charges immediately up to 18 after using Roar. Gets that pipe, and it's cleanup time for Alliance. Now Terrorblade gonna hold on to Aegis.
we'll say they've been in this position before, and Into the Breach was able to win. But is it as comebackable?
Radiant's top tower is under
This time
attack.
it's much more difficult, I would say, just because of carry-to-carry matchup. Charlie has extra 4,000 net worth. Banlo
Jibbe caught, Jibbe killed. Charlie's
finds a
got
good
another
opening
kill.
now. And also Shiba is not landing those sick curses that he did in the previous game. Does have Blink now available, but look at this big item pickup. This is...
Dire's bottom
I don't know if you
tower
want to count it
has
as
fallen.
third item, because Dragonlance and Yasha counts as half an item plus Scotty. So this is gonna make Into the Breach life even more difficult. You're playing against Windranger, Windrun Dispellable, Pavis, Decrepify, Shield from Void Spirit, and also Bulldoze.
Dire's
So
bottom tower is under attack.
a lot of these things, whoever he decides to go on with the Nullifier, that target's just straight up gonna die.
Radiant's top tower
Finding Nande. Dream Coil. Respect is behind, but he doesn't have a lot of mana to work with. Throws the Pabis on Anande. And now they've got the charge coming in. Maybe Nande could set something up, but they've also got a lot of these heroes coming around the back. They've got themselves the Shackle that's going to connect. They get the kill on Hanskin, but they'll end up losing Nande. Charge is late. Merlin on the low ground. Doesn't have enough for the Nether Strike. Mana problems. Primal Roar was used on Jibbe again,
That's
and
not
he is
gonna
just
help.
dead.
Nullifier immediately on him. S4 lands that roar, and seems like Into the Breach, they are falling apart in this game. No illusions in this one. So they need to, like, very difficult matchup now for this Windranger, as we've seen against a lot of other heroes. As soon as they pick up that Nullifier, you are gonna struggle. And this is one of the earlier Nullifiers on Terrorblade for sure.
And it felt like there were better options in the Windrunner.
You think so?
But Windrunner is here again. A lot of teams just continuing to pick it, despite the fact that it's got such a low win rate. So now they've got
I
the
gotta-
Ags, at least.
So that Invis, and also reduced physical damage. Let's see.
Dire's
Again,
middle tower
Nullifier. Not gonna
Charge,
have a
another
good time.
strike. But they've got the Nullifier and the Astral Step with the Resonant Pulse. They go to the lasso that's going to be out of Supreme. Nande coming from behind, trying to get a kill here onto the Beastmaster. They'll get the jump away from the Batrider. Dissimulate. They get the kill to S4, so they end up trading the Dream Coils down onto Jibbe. And Jibbe's surviving. He's got the Decrepify on him, so he's allowed to survive this one so far. Hanskin off into the trees. There's the Ice Path down. Nether Blast comes through. Hanskin dies, and you can see Supreme doing so much work here. His Batrider thinking about going into the Lotuses, and they'll throw down a Sentry as well as an Obs.
Oh, he
Gleipnir.
found him with the Gleipnir.
And
but
Nullifier
Nullifier.
Nande, he's in
Bye-bye.
trouble. And runs into this, gets baited in, ends up dead. Smile from Charlie. I mean, they knew he was coming.
Yeah, it's some beef definitely, because I believe Nande wrote just Charlie after this previous game ended, because they were trying to go for the split push, and let's see, Charlie this time again not dying, but also carrying the game. Extra 6,000 net worth
Jibbe
compared
again.
to Windranger.
He's dead.
Radiant structures are
Jibbe is 3, 7, and 4.
But like Into the Breach, they're still fighting. They are going for these like earlier, easier targets, picking up Batrider, killing Jakiro, and also Windranger using Focus Fire, going on S4. They had no vision whatsoever, so she's still invis and manages to get the kill. So they need to split them up as much as they can, not allow Alliance to use this like strong team fight. Ponlo, we'll pause the game for a second. Some Discord issues. Oh, seems like Discord is down or something's happening, because Into the Breach are also having some problems. Switch to Skype real fast.
Ooh, Ventrilo. Raid call. Switch it up. Ready to go. Here we go. 10 into the breach. Hold this. This is the point where they made the comeback last time. 10,000 net worth.
Yeah, not sure if they can lose this advantage. Alliance having like really strong heroes. I want to see Panlo just like keeping the distance. So he can go in, get the target. This nullifier just changes everything.
So here they go again. They still have this Aegis for another 8 seconds. Maybe they could get the timing off of this. Blink in, lasso, or the timing off of that. Dream coil, snap it, dead. As the Aegis expires.
Does have buyback if they can maybe find an opening.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Bugging up with the shard, using light drain to deal with those illusions onto Netherward. Yeah, you can see Wind Ranger not wanting to get too
Shackle
close.
connects.
That's an Invis Shackle.
But
Like we've seen Invis
Mystic
Skyrock
Flare.
Mage ulti. But this is a new one.
Charge in on a Charlie, pops the Manta. Again, what do they have? It's Winter's Curse. The damage this time might be enough. They need to make sure that he doesn't get the Sunder off. The Nether Blast, and Charlie's going to end up dead. They get the kill on the Terror Blade.
Has fallen.
They got
They
him
locked it down.
with no
Jive
Void Spirit.
finding the right target. This time, using Curse on Terrorblade while he had illusions around him, and they stun lock him. Spirit Breaker, Shackle, they control him, and with the Focus Fire, there's enough damage. There also is not a single save on Alliance, so you can't like do anything too.
Plus
Now,
one.
Chase,
Potentially.
Supreme.
Hanskin,
He's going
Pamlo,
in. They're gonna
charge
lose
in.
another one.
They're going to lose 3. Wow. Charge, bash. They're trying to find a way that they can hit him because he's on these crystals. There they go. Cost them a top set of racks. They'll TP back in unison. Ags now the Blink Dagger. They've also got the Specialists Array. They need to start getting objectives. They need to start doing more than just getting these kills because it's not enough. They're 1 kill short and 10k shy.
Next Roshan in a minute. Let's see how Into the Breach is going to approach this. Nande definitely feels like he needs another item. This Lincoln Sphere, so can't get lassoed, can't get sundered or roared. Gonna be a big one. Spirit Breaker. Thinking about what the next item is gonna be. Seems like it's gonna be Octarine Core on him. Does have 2 components already from that Vanguard. So starting to get some farm. And also big item on Supreme. Daedalus is gonna be straight up raw damage to take out these supports.
They're also looking to get the Hex here on the Pugna, but that is far away.
He's tanking. I mean, there's Philosopher's Stone.
And he's
Respect has been
digging with the trusty shovel.
doing all the work. Where's that Cabal? Get Cabal, find some
Gold.
gold, find some bounty runes.
I'm in smoke from Alliance. They've got the scan, so they know where they are just about. With Roche coming up potentially in 5 seconds.
Yeah, they don't have any, like they didn't kill a single Tormentor in this game. Alliance killed both. There's another one available on their side. But Roche respawning in 1 minute and 46 seconds. No reason to be near the Tormentor. You're playing a different part of the map right now. DB, Lincoln's. This time it feels really good. Playing against Wyvern, Spirit Breaker Charge, Shackle, Focus Fire, like the Caripify. There's so many things in this game. And he's super tanky. That was his first death, not just in this game, but the whole series on Charlie.
Yep.
Which is pretty nuts to think about, because the first game lasted for like good 50 minutes. And this one's already 30 minutes in.
So, can Into the Breach hold on? It's got enough gold here for the cornucopia, but then it needs that recipe still. That is...
Yeah, they need a lot of cornucopium in this game on Into the Breach.
Ooh.
Gotta inhale it.
Breathe it in. Get that cornucopium in there. So,
Dire's middle
see,
tower
shard
is
for
under
Spirit Breaker. After picking up this Octarine core, he
that's
wants
a
that
banger.
planar pocket.
You can soak up Lasso, Sunder, Beastmaster Roar while having status resistance on, and then these things don't last at all. Plus Dandelion Amulet, so blocks up some magic damage as well, gives him move speed, exactly what the hero needs.
Remember when Windrunner with the
Dire's
Yes.
top tower is under attack.
double damage was doing 250 to start this game? Now just 235 at this point. So, Roshan 5. Can they get the control? Can they get the Aegis here for the side of Into the Breach? Or can Alliance
Under attack.
continue on? Rosh respawning bottom, which is the opposite side of where Into the Breach are. Do they make a move to try and fight this?
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I don't think so.
Pagana dealing with the illusions, using that life drain, plus Nether Ward to instantly kill. He just got like 150 gold from it, maybe even 200 because he killed another one. Yeah, they're not gonna contest it. It feels like it's just gonna drop too quickly and they would be in a spot where they lose the fight, maybe even lose the game from it. Still gonna smoke inside their base. Maybe look for some kind of a pick-off instead of engaging into a full 5-on-5.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Do they continue even though this Aegis is picked up? They do. They've got the scan. Is anybody TPing out of this? No, they're staying. They're actually all staying. Terrorblade is not the one you want to jump on. He's got so much
Not an
armor.
easy
He's not
target.
easy to kill. Can they get anybody to the back
They
lines?
want,
That's
they
Hans
want the
getting
back lines.
Pomelo.
These two supports.
That would be nice. Charge coming in. He's already dead. The charge is going to come through onto the creeps. They got the boots to travel. S4 is going to come in. They've got the Nether Strike onto the Beastmaster. They're going to go the other way. The Astral Step lands. Look at this. Chuan on the back lines. He goes to the Dream Coil. It's onto 2. It locks up Nande. They go to the Life Drain to try and keep Jibbe alive with the right clicks coming in from the Metamorphosis. They get the kill on a Merlin. Now they look over as Void Spirit and the rest of them are on the run. It's a support for a support. But there's the Lincoln's pop. Shackle connects. Astral Step. Look at the damage on Aponlo. Buyback available on the Spirit Breaker. Pavis jumps away. How long is meta going to
Damage.
last for? Now they go into the Winter's Curse once again, but it's not going to do a lot of damage overall.
Kind of
Illusory
difficult one to
orb.
land. Both heroes having Lincolns, so can't really just go in with the curse, making Jibbe's life much more
Oh.
difficult. Respect.
Is
Nothing
out.
to stop the TP with. Roar on cooldown for another good 5-6 seconds.
They see the
Nande,
TP
he's
in.
still chasing. That was such a good attempt from Into the Breach, fighting
Supreme.
heroes in the back
No,
lines.
Gleipnir.
He's going in again.
Right click,
Nande.
Shackles. And they've got him stunned up, but they don't get the kill. He's invis for the moment. They'll take out Jibbe. The damage for Joanne is enough. They've got these 3 heroes looking over at the Windrunner who's trying
Focus
to...
fire still going on.
Yeah, he's trying to circle and get around. Charge, S4, Nether Strike, Aether Remnant. They've got the control. Nullifier on a Nande. They're chasing. Gleipnir on a 2. Now he's got the Shackle. That pops the Lincolns, but he's going to die.
Nande not too happy about it. He's like, why am I near the tier 3 towers while we don't even have Aegis? Charlie dropped the cheese, and they want to go in right now. That was a good attempt from Nande, but needs dust. Like, as a core, you still need to be carrying dust. That Glimmer Cape put him in a spot where he actually dies because he didn't have it. Glimmer Cape on Jakiro kept him alive long enough.
So, and the network stays kind of similar to where it's at. But, like you said, killing Charlie is such a task. Yule's into the air. Dust is there. They've got the lasso. Merlin bought back. Dream Coil, Ice Path, and he's dead. 80 seconds. No Spirit Breaker.
No buyback. Already used it. Charlie holding the edges for another 2.5 minutes. They did kill these top set of barracks long time ago.
Dire's middle tower is under
They've got the Ags available on Supreme. Sunder. Aether Remnant. That lands. Going in again. Nande back up. He'll come out of the base.
Another 150 gold. For respect, you said that this Hex is long
has fallen.
way from it, but needs just a
Four
Void
use.
Stone Roar.
Magnifier down. Supreme.
They need to save
Does he
him.
have any help? Hold Embrace. And that'll get the Splinter Blast off. Ooh, he jumps in with the Astral Step. He goes to the Resonant Pulse. They assimilate back towards his team. Aether Remnant doesn't pick up anybody.
He needs to play like that. Supreme needs to go Madman mode. Has Manta Style to dispel some of these things.
Lasso caught him again.
Needs a save.
Do they have a save? They don't need to put the Cold Embrace on him.
And this is also Cold Embrace with Aghanim Shard. So extra Splinter Blast comes out of it. They group up around the target, and he picked up that shard from Tormentor, so has that extra damage on its phase shift. Still, very winnable game for Into the Breach. They need to win next fight, however. If they lose a fight and not have buybacks, because looking at the buyback status, there's one on Wyvern, and that's about it. Nobody else has it.
Spirit
One of the
Breaker looking for
reasons
that
why
18. There it is.
Supreme went for Ags, which is kind of a late one, compared to like previous patches where you wanted to rush it, is AoE control against all of these Lincolns.
They might be able to get the Aegis timing right. It's in 34 seconds. There's the Ice Pass down. They've got themselves the Winter's Curse, so they have some of the control, but that's going to be the Dream Coil on the backlines. It's only going to be on two of these heroes. It's the Spirit Breaker as well as the Pugna. They've got the Lasso on Anande. Can they get the help? They've got the Cold Embrace. That's going to be a Splinter Blast that goes over and hits on a Ponglo. Charlie's going to be a little bit low, but they end up getting the kill on a Merlin. Primal Roar. Ponglo dead. S4 going in. He's slamming, but he is in trouble. Cheese off, and there's another Silence. Waning Rift on a 3. Ice Path down, Nande caught again. Aegis is gonna expire in 2 seconds. That'll bring Charlie back to full health.
They defend pretty much the game. They lost the mid set of barracks. I want to see how much damage Wyvern did. Yeah, the most damage, 5.8k damage in that fight. It's a completely different hero. When you find this Aghanim Scepter, also does have Enchanted Quiver, so can't keep the distance. The thing is, if you keep the distance as much as you can, you're not gonna be able to go for these like curses, go for Cold Embraces. Blink Dagger does help, but yeah, one more fight like this and the Lions will have Mega Creeps on their side.
Puck's been very annoying. They've got the phase shift that's knocking them back. Silence is here. It's just, it's tough. Going for the overwhelming blink, and he's got it. But him and the Terrorblade did buy out.
Terrorblade will farm buyback in a minute or so. He just farms too quickly. There's another XP rune. Charlie will pick it up. Does have Silence, Mindbreaker, 6 slotted BKB. That's a 9-second BKB we're talking about. Nande, he would definitely love to get to his level 25 somehow, where Windrun cannot be dispelled. But still, far, far away from it. 3 levels. You need to win 1 fight and have extra like free farm for another good 2-3 minutes. Spirit Breaker finally picks up the shard, so let's see how that one's gonna be used. If he manages to get Bulldoze plus Planner Pocket combo on Lasso or Primal Roar, maybe even Sunder.
So there is the Planar Pocket. Tier 2 bottom is gonna die.
What a Spirit Breaker has in his filthy pockets is it's Planar.
A little bit of dust there too. Everybody's always got lint in their pocket. So can they hold on to this? Line's now shifting towards bottom. Nothing really doing for them just yet. Roche in potentially 30 seconds, and I think if you're into the breach, you have to fight this one. You cannot let them get another Aegis in the hands of Alliance.
Yeah, this third Roche.
Nande's dusted.
Cheese, Ags.
Windrun, Gleipnir, Lincolns, there's the roar. And he's slamming. Nande now hit with the lasso, and he is dead. They try to react there with the Spirit Breaker. They're going to lose a second.
Thinking out.
They're going to fight.
Wyvern's missing.
They're going to fight. They've got the Silence onto the puck. Can they get the kill on the Chuan? No, they
can't find it.
They cannot kill him. Ponglo's going in even further. Charlie with the Nullifier on a respect. The right clicks, not even with the Metamorphosis. Now he goes into the meta. They get the kill onto the Pugna. They look over at Jibbe. He's dead. Ponglo doesn't even die here. They buy back on this Pugna. Supreme is alive. Maybe he could find something, but he's going to need both steps to get in and out of the fight, and he only has one. Now he's got two.
They need to buy back on Wind Ranger as well. You're gonna lose barracks. Your heroes don't deal well with mega creeps. You have to use it.
Astral Step. Anglo's dead. He's got buyback. Leipnir. No Aegis. Winter's Curse, but the BKB is there.
Nande's
Jimmy's
also
just
dead.
Nande leashed up. They're going to try and get
Not
this
available.
kill.
Okay,
Astral
he's gonna
Step.
run away.
Can they get him with the Aether Remnant? No, they've got Primal Roar again, so Supreme's going to get low. Is he going to die? He might just. Dissimulate gets him some distance, and he'll Astral Step into the base.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Does Alliance want to go in? Again, there is Terror Wave available that Charlie ate, but let's see. Last set of barracks. Seems like they're gonna wait it out, maybe look for an opening, find someone with the Hawk.
Smoke broken. Supreme.
He's chasing.
Dissimulate back up onto the high ground. They bring Nande over, but they've got this Hawk.
Thinking about going a full wraparound, something that they did
the Hawk
multiple
sees
times.
Overwhelming Blink,
Boil intent.
Silence, and Gleipnir. That lands on a couple of the dive bomb, and as well as the Terror Wave, they've got the fear, they have the silence, they get the right clicks, they get the kill on Nande. He's going to be dead for 120 seconds. And the game is really on Supreme, not on this Windrunner, but it's not looking likely they're going to be able to do anything anyway. The charges onto the Tormentor, not even onto the Buck. Nullifier hits onto the Spirit Breaker, and you've got this Pugna trying to juke around, but he's dead. 100 seconds gone. Silence, Aether Remnant, GG is called. We're going to a game 3.
Yeah, Alliance this time, like I did say that this was like supposed to be a 2-0 for them, because previous game it was a slight throw, but going to game 3,